Hi everybody, welcome Mr. Pooh, and everybody else who might be watching us, thank you. The bears and I had a bit of a chat. Yes, dog, kiwi, wombat, pussycat, lion, emu, all of us, we had a bit of a talk about what we might want to share with you, and the consensus was that at the moment we thought maybe we'd talk a bit more about some of those sensory things that we live with. You can see that Christmas Dog at the moment has his cap on. He's trying really hard to keep the sun off, and that's what I do too when I open my cap. Not everybody is overwhelmed by some of the things that come from outside, like too much light, too much sound, but a lot of us are. And even things like food, some things that we eat, the textures are very overwhelming and it's quite difficult for us. And other things like things that we can smell, fragrances. I really don't like the fragrance of garlic. My wife loves garlic and she eats it, and you know, I don't like to be too close to her afterwards because I can't cope with the way she smells. Yes. So sometimes those sorts of things can be very uncomfortable. And it's hard because when we go outside, if we're in a classroom or we go out to a shop and there are all these fragrances and lights and noises, I just want to put my fingers in my ears and stop everything and leave, usually, because it's too overwhelming. So firstly, it's important to understand that those are usual things for us that we experience, and other people might not experience them because their senses are not as sensitive as it is for us, and that's fine. We just can do other things. We can wear earplugs, we can wear ear defenders, we can wear caps and sunglasses. There are things we can do to help reduce some of that sensitivity. Some people wear kind of a weighted garment. It's a jumper or a top that's they can pump up and it can squeeze their body, and it can help create a sense of distance between that thing which might be overwhelming them. And that's very useful. So I just want you all to know that this is fine. It's uncomfortable for us, but there are things we can do about it. We can't always explain it to everybody else, I know. And that's life. There are just some things we can't explain, but the important thing is that we understand it ourselves and we work out what we can do about it that's helpful. Sometimes we can't bear food that's all mixed up, and we have to have a certain food on the plate that's separate. The vegetables might have to be separate from the meat and this kind of thing. They mustn't touch, mustn't get contaminated. And and that's fine, we just have that food so that it's separate. Sometimes it's even too uncomfortable to eat at the same table as our family. And that's okay, we can have a little table and a chair a little bit further away. It's not a problem. So working these things out can take us a bit of time. But that's part and parcel of living with autism. Quite often these are some of the things that are different about those of us on the spectrum. So I think I should stop it there at the moment, and we can think of something else to share together a bit later. If you have any ideas of things you would like to say about what it's like living with some of our sensitivities, then let me know and we can have a think about what we can do to help. Okay, everybody. Bye.